You're supposed to be going.
Epic Thread! Epic Thread!
Stop.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Bulk Comments Network.
Bulk Comments Net. Hello. Hey, this is episode 9 in 3, 2. It's the festival episode. Hello. I'm Steve. You may know me as Mumbles.
And I am Linda, also known as Cackles.
So this is Epic Threads, if you're not aware. The podcast where you and me.
You and I?
That's right.
Okay.
Check in on those silly, Cookie Town, hilarious, and often unbelievable threads we see on the intertubes. And this, as we've said, is episode 9, the festival episode. Episdo. Good typing, Steve. The festival episdo. And I've read your part too.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's right. We talk about how the Colonel let the egg drop. Let the egg drop. A flaming shower is not a moneymaker, and how even a lowly Pringles can be a festival for one. It's going to be a good one.
That's right. We have any backstitches, Steve? So backstitches are where we go to previous episodes if anybody has any corrections for us, which has happened. Any follow-ups. So did we have any of those?
Yeah, we have a lot. First, I got to ask you, though, did Dan Hart email us?
Dan Hart from Bulk Comments Network. He did. He keeps wanting to increase our web traffic by giving us comments. And I just find irony in buying comments on a podcast about comments.
That's awesome. So Dan Hart, we may change backstitches to the Dan Hart Memorial Backstitches segment. Yeah, so I guess we got on a list of his from one of the podcasting networks or something. Who knows? So real back stitches, we have, remember our Florida man with the Max neck?
Yeah, that went to prison?
Yeah, he went back to prison.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. Well, he teamed up in the interlude in his non-incarcerated times. He teamed up with a guy who goes by Daddy Long Neck or Daddy Skinny Neck or whatever, and they made a couple videos. That's all I'm going to say about that because they're terrible.
They are terrible. Don't watch them with kids or grandmothers around.
The other thing is a big shout out to my nephew Vinny, who sent us a screenshot of, no kidding, archaeological food. So I guess there's people who specialize in Egyptian cheeses and some of them still have the yeasts or the bacteria in them and everything. It looked really cool, but it was an image of a Reddit thread and we couldn't find it to dig in. I tried
to find it, Vinny. Sorry.
So Vinny, if you can give us the real link, that'd be awesome. So before we get into it, Linda, how would people get in touch with us instead of paying for Max?
Dan Hart at Bulk Comments Network.
Well, we're just doing an ad for him at this point. Sorry. So how do authentically do people get in touch with us?
On Twitter, you can reach us at ThreadsEpic. Our email, you can email us at info@epicthreadspodcast.com. Or Facebook, Epic Threads Podcast.
And our website is epicthreadspodcast.com. If your podcast player is not working, or if you want to look at some show notes, that's where we post all that stuff. So,
and we post pictures and the links if you'd like to see the originals.
Yeah. And if you review us, please do. If you're a reviewing kind of person, we'd love that. If you could use the hashtag Epic Threads Podcast, that would be outstanding. So please do give us some solid reviews, either good or bad. We love to get that kind of feedback. All right.
Okay, Steve.
Quick stitches time.
Quick stitches. So our quick stitches are just posts that maybe didn't have a ton of comments, a few here and there that gave us a little chuckle. And Steve's going to start out with us. But first, I want to say happy Coachella, Steve.
Oh, yeah. Hey, my brother-in-law played Coachella.
Oh.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, Dismember I'm playing. Good stuff. Check them out. No interest in going to Coachella.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's in the desert. It's in Colorado.
Do you think you would have been interested in going as a 20-something?
No. I didn't have any money as a 20-something.
Yeah, right. Maybe if it was more Metal Fest instead of
I went to enough shows back in the day. I didn't need to stand in a desert.
Yeah, I did some festivals, but it was much cooler to just go to a small gig. Anyhow, all right, so we're gonna go to Coachella, the scene of all sorts of desert hijinks and fanciful costumes and displays of big time money. Mm-hmm. And what happened out there, and this was just as of recording this past weekend. So Owen at ODaddy24 tweeted, "Holy S word, live fire at Coachella mobile showers."
There was a fire in the shower, Steve.
Yes, yeah. So of course that's gonna and he had video included.
Yes.
So it was actually pretty good video. It was pretty close. And here's the first disclosure: nobody was hurt.
Right.
Except for one of their shower trailers, and apparently
yes.
one was destroyed, one was badly damaged. So. Okay, naturally, we're not going to go to the obvious things. So the two main obvious things are...
Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
That his show was so lit.
Yeah, so lit made its presence like crazy. And then the other one...
Fire Festival.
Okay, yes.
F-Y-R-E.
Yeah, so those, we're not even going to get into those because that was, those are sort of setups, so slam dunks.
We don't go with the obvious, Steve.
No, we don't. We dig deeper for our listeners. For you, our listener, we're digging deep for the good stuff. But the top one was a gif of the scene from Hunger Games where... one of the dudes, I can't remember, team...
Not Jennifer Lawrence when she's riding on the chariot?
Yeah, riding on the chariot with the flames
with
flying
the
away.
flames.
Okay, so and what's team... It's PETA. Team PETA and Jennifer Lawrence, whose character's name I don't know. And they're cruising on, and it was like Coachella catching fire. Now, I will say that the person catching fire did spell it like the festival. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's Coachella, not Burning Man. I like that one.
Oh, that was good.
Octopus Motor 13, which is a great name. But then it twisted real quick to Rebecca Woodruff, who is a news producer for a station out west called KESQ. She says, "Hey, I'm a news producer from that station. I hope you are safe. I'm wondering if I could get your permission to use this footage for our newscast. Thank you. Stay safe out there." So that happened almost immediately, and I think that's one of these things with good video. All of a sudden, all the news outlets or anybody really honestly like clickbait places, I'm sure, are like hitting this guy up like crazy. So what's awesome is this guy Dathan Purnell just types in $800 Venmo, trying to get himself into this, and he puts his user handle in Venmo, and the producer's like, "Thanks for replying. We respectfully decline your offer. We found another video. Good luck with your business." But my favorite was Steve Farnes says, which was what I was thinking, "Oh my God, hold on. They have showers?"
Right. Did she pay for the story?
What?
Did she pay for the story?
Not from them.
Oh.
And it's hard to say where she got footage somehow, so you would think that if she that quickly was able to secure rights to footage, that she must have paid somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
That or sometimes the stations have feeds where they can, if one station gets rights, they share it with all the feeds. So.
I like how a lot of people were commenting on, well, did she pay? I'm waiting.
Yeah.
So did she pay?
Yeah, people love to hear that.
Yes.
All right, that was my quick stitch. What you got?
Okay. Have you been to Wal Mart lately?
Yeah, there's that one around the corner. It's batteries or like really quickly I need to get something, but I haven't gone to the full blown one. Where you get all the love.
Great people watching.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So in Texas, and this is from AGC on Twitter. In Texas, a woman was reported drinking wine from a Pringles can and riding an electric cart in the parking lot. So, as a result of this...
So by the way, AGC, this is the Atlantic Journal-Constitution, one of the more respected newspapers in the country covering this. But anyhow, you got to fill your feed.
Now, I got to tell you, don't drink and drive.
Yeah.
Don't drink and cart.
The internet must have loved it.
Oh my gosh, they did. So the people really rallied around this woman. People are willing to go against Walmart, but they do. They love her so much.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So they might have thought going into this, we're all going to make fun, but everybody's like, nope, we love this woman.
Right.
Love it.
And going back to our episode where the shark was stolen.
Yes.
That was also in Texas. So now we're getting a lot of Texas, Florida.
Texas is like hold my beer.
Exactly, and that's what someone said.
Or my Pringles can. Mm-hmm. Wait, did somebody say that?
Yes.
Did I steal your thunder just now?
Totally.
I'm so sorry.
Florida, your move. Florida, wait. Hold my Wavy Lay's can of beer.
Nice.
Stop trying to be Florida, Texas. Florida, hold my Pringles.
That's it. That's better. Yeah.
So it was awesome. And then they went into a lot of what people wear in Wal Mart, which cracks me up. Other people said, I regularly overpay for wine when I'm forced to buy a bottle of that rare dinner party because I can't tell the difference between Blue Nun and Petrus. Coming over to you next time, my big box store sommelier.
Hey, so let me ask you this question. So did she pour wine? This is what I'm trying to understand. Did she slip a skinny wine bottle into a Pringles can, or did she pour wine into? I'm so hoping it's the latter. Like to hide the fact that she was banging a bottle of wine. She poured it into went into the bathroom or something and poured it into.
The report was really short, I'm not sure how she did it. But people wanted to know what the flavors were.
Yeah.
Was the wine poured out into a can? If so, what flavor was the chip? What kind was the wine? I need answers, AJC. My money is on Strawberry Hill Boone's Farm and cheddar cheese Pringles. Someone else wrote Moscato and barbecue crumbs is my jam.
On that first one, my money on Strawberry Hill and cheddar cheese, I love the response was, if you are not already a sommelier, I believe your obvious talent is being unused. Was going to say wanted, but didn't want to overdo it. And this is Riley Ann responds, I am not, but I do have an uncanny knack for picking the best $4 wine in a store, so you may be onto something.
Well, and what's so funny about this is everybody's talking about Pringles, but nobody added Pringles. Like maybe they do want a whole line of wine or wine can or...
I'll tell you what, I want a $4 bottle of wine and Pringles. That sounds like an awesome night.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
My favorite comment and how much these people really rallied around this woman was, not all heroes wear capes.
I love it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Internet, for that. Thank you, Internet.
Yay, thank you.
Hey, Epic Threads listeners. I hope you are doing well. I got something I want to talk to you about. Something called a yoga bed. I work for a company called Yoga Sleep, and we sell the yoga bed. It's a bed in a box. Comes to your house all ready to go. You just unbox it, and about an hour later, you have a wonderful bed waiting for you wherever you sleep. Check it out. It has 4 layers and has some great support. We do put a lot of time and effort into the foam so that it wicks away heat and moisture. But the main thing you'll get is that zip and wash cover on the top of the yoga bed. A good portion of our costs on the bed are in that one cover. Of course, that makes sense. It's closest to your body. It has this incredible fiber in it that's kind of star-shaped. So most fibers are circular. This one's star-shaped. It's got more surface area to wick away moisture and temperature. The nice thing about it, it's a zip and wash cover, and the zipper, if you can kind of imagine, goes around the edge of the bed. So you can just zip that cover off and throw it in the washing machine. An easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're all good to go with a clean bed. So for you listeners, I'm going to set up a code called EPIC50 for $50 off. You get a 101 night trial with our bed, so if you don't like it, you just return it. We'll take care of all the fees and the costs. You get your money back 100%. So check it out. Just go to yogasleep.com and check out our yoga bed and all of our sound products to get you to sleep quicker and for longer. Thanks again for listening, and again, that's EPIC50 at yogasleep.com.
Okay, let's get to the whole cloth. What do we have this time?
So the whole cloth
Yeah.
is our big story
Yeah.
with lots of comments and lots of reactions to
Yeah,
comments.
it's something we know we can dig into the huge amount of data that has been produced. The whole cloth. Let's do it.
So we go to the Ultra Festival in Miami.
Did you know about this before this?
I did. You told me about it. I had
No, I mean,
no idea.
have you ever heard of Ultra?
I have not.
I hadn't either.
Is it Ultra Beer? Is that the main sponsor?
Oh, God, that's a great question. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. It
Well,
sounds right. I think that sounds right.
It's not Ultra anymore because nobody likes this festival after this. After this. Why don't you explain it, because you seem to have a better handle.
I know a little bit about it. So here's the first things first. I became aware of, one, the Ultra Festival, and two, that and this is my age coming through. That there is such a Facebook page called the Festival Owl that really doesn't have to do much about saying what it is, other than in there about it says festival news, rumors, awesomeness, and it's got tons and tons and tons of likes. So the Festival Owl posted video of this. I mean, it basically was a collaboration between the Ultra Festival and the advertisers advertising for Kentucky Fried Chicken. KFC. And as you know, KFC's, or you may or may not know, KFC's somewhat recent campaigns are trying to hip up the Colonel. And so the Colonel is in all these, actors doing different Colonels, cameos and stuff. So on that note, the geniuses in their marketing department were like, hey, how about we have the Colonel DJ at the Ultra Festival? And then they spent gobs of money creating these EDM festivals, the electronic dance festival, music festivals. Old person trying to explain them. They have these enormous light shows behind the DJs. I mean, this cavernous cathedral to light and sound to stimulate all the drug induced senses of the crowd. And so here you have a DJ at the turntables with a Colonel Sanders oversized head mask on with hip glasses. And his eyes turn different colors.
Yes.
And he begins to spin. And this is the part where I think it was bad already at this point, but I can just imagine some senior ad exec or somebody at KFC saying, well, no, we need to intersperse almost like a sound card, the Colonel's voice saying stuff from the ads throughout. And it wasn't even to the beat. It was just them replaying over this droney music in the background. Well, bottom line is this video falls flat watching it as an observer, but looking at the crowd,
yes,
just a field of people looking around going, is this really happening?
Well, it was during the day, so I'm so glad the Colonel wasn't a headliner. But he does say, these beats are finger-licking good.
It's so bad.
They were not finger-licking good.
No, they were terrible. They were terrible. So the comments, obviously, I will say there was for the dance community, electronic dance community, obviously this was awful. I mean, everybody was like, this is the worst. This is what this is coming to. But I have a few favorites I'm going to just call out. So John O'Frederick says, I have so many questions and really don't want answers to any of them. I just want to forget this happened completely. Scott Turek says, 18,000 ravers instantly became sober.
Exactly. I mean, they all just stood there. It was so crazy.
So Chris Lucy, imagine that, the film crew. Imagine the film crew, LOL. Dudes in control room be like, all right, get the slow dolly of them going wild. Take the wide shot. No one is moving. Oh, I don't know. Get the Colonel Sanders guy, I guess. Wait. Camera 3 has 2 people moving. Switch to that. Which is, truly, that is exactly what the video is. It's awesome.
Yes. I like the one you told me yesterday, Richard Williams. And the crowds go mild.
How about Matt Daniels? This episode of Black Mirror sucks.
Chandler Cook says, must have been a Popeyes crowd.
Clive Stone, I turned vegan watching this.
David Sampson, God, can you send another flood? You missed a spot.
So what did you happen to analyze the
I did not. It was I do have, so it was 4.8 thousand emojis, likes, angry face, and it was 6.9 thousand comments.
Yeah.
I did not have time to do the tallies.
No, and who would? My favorite sort of pragmatic comment on it is a guy named Robert Molyneux. He says KFC's paid promotional break set probably paid for half of Ultra's 2019 lineup. So he's basically being like, this is the way it works, folks. Nice.
You do have to watch the video because it's just funny to watch the Colonel dancing around there.
KFC didn't respond to this. It's not like they weighed in on it. They just sort of posted it, and I think are just going to try to quickly forget it. On their Twitter feed, they said, being on the stage was a wild ride. I couldn't ask for a better crowd of folks at Ultra today. Ultra 2019. But underneath that, it's just people pile on. I'll be at Popeyes. This guy Joe says, literally nobody liked it. Watch the video of people leaving the set. And then every possible, meme, everybody disliked that. I hated that, all this stuff. So it was painful.
Well, and people, you know who it is, the DJ Marshmello.
Well, so I thought it was Marshmello. People thought it was too, but he weighed in on it separately, and he was in Chicago at the time, so he just went to town.
Do we have proof of that? He was in Chicago?
I don't know. Maybe he's
We'll dig deep. Yeah. Because when I looked at the comments, and they were fairly recent after it was posted, people were trying to guess who it was. And it could have been anybody.
Yeah. Well, he claims he wasn't a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Marshmello, contact us with your receipts for being in Chicago.
All right. Well, that was great. Thank you. Let's talk about how people get in touch with us again. It's at Epic Threads Podcast on Facebook. Twitter is Threads Epic, and then epicthreadspodcast.com. You can email us at info@epicthreadspodcast.com. We really, really appreciate people sending us threads. So please email us your threads. It's helpful for us because we work day jobs.
Yes, and have families. And
yeah.
All right, Steve, what'd you learn today?
Well, I learned that showers can catch fire, which is, doesn't seem possible.
Right.
And that you can go to a festival and have a shower waiting for you there. It's got to be it's a VIP.
It was a total VIP area. So, but do you think even VIP people would take a shower in a mobile shower in the middle of a desert? Like, I think of those people as having glam squads and...
I mean, if I'd paid the money and the shower's available, I'm taking a shower out there. I'm a smelly dude.
Okay, would Kim Kardashian take a shower at Coachella?
No, she helicopters in and out every night.
Right.
So, no, I don't think so. How about you? What'd you learn?
I learned that even Wal Mart has standards.
Aww.
I know they do,
Yeah.
I didn't think they did from all the people watching and ailments that I see in Walmart, but they do. You cannot drink and drive a cart around their parking lot.
Safety first in the Walmart.
Exactly, yes.
All right, thanks everybody. It was a good one. Thank you very much.
This was awesome. Happy Coachella, Steve.
Yep, happy Coachella. Happy festival season.
Woo-woo. These beats are finger licking good.